So this next poem is also in the book. It's called Missing Piece. Now, I was asked by a charity that does work with young people facing mental health issues to write a poem for one of their shows. And I came up with this piece. It's called Missing Piece. Who's to blame when a young girl looks in the mirror and only sees her imperfections? That she is not the right shape, size or shade, or thin enough to fit into the narrow space created by society's shrinking minds, that when she grows up, she would have changed so much of herself that she will become a stranger to her own childhood eyes. Recognize who's to blame when boys are taught to validate their existence through violence or meaningless sex, neglect their emotions until they become men, 90% perpetrators of all violent crimes. But what do we expect when people feed off lies and are starved of the truth? Where's the proof that we are alive, that there is a beating heart underneath this burnt flesh that gave birth to the rest? Who's to blame when this knowledge is missing in school textbooks, or when a child doesn't want to read? Look, education begins when you leave school. So read. Read until it hurts you, until your eyes begin to bleed because you feel the pain of these words, the pain of this poetry. Who's to blame when the boy walks hood up, jeans low, middle finger to the world, just because nobody listens? Because nobody cares. Who's to blame when that boy is your cousin, your nephew, your son? Who's to blame when that boy was you? Only 10 years ago that you walk on road and play Russian roulette with your life, but the only reason you screw up your face and stare is because you want someone to notice that you are alive. Who do you turn to when life gets too much? When you feel your clutch begin to weaken as you struggle to hold on? Who's to blame when you fall and no one is there to catch you? When your fears attack you and depression begins to relax you into an early grave? We kill ourselves as much as we kill each other, but nobody wants to talk about suicide because it's seen as a weakness. So we bury these feelings deep inside and try to mask ourselves. But the strongest person is the one who can admit when they need help. So when I call you brother or sister, it's not because I'm down or because I want to look cool. It's because I look at what you are and I see I've been there too. I've swallowed anger and spat out rage, felt the fire burn in the pit of my stomach until I threw up the flames. I used to clench my fists to fight, but now I clench my fists to write. So tell me why my fists keep writing. Maybe it's the rage that lives inside me. Maybe it's the peace that's trying to find me. And maybe if we all gave a little piece of ourselves to each other, we'd be whole again. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to read a couple more. This next one is called Tell Them.